Now, how you can sell your broilers profitably. Today, I want to teach you how to sell your chicken at profit. I've made series of video advising people how to start their chicken farm, how to minimize cost, how to control mortality. And these questions has always been coming under my comment section. Teach us how to sell, not just how to stock. If I stock, how can I sell? It looks very funny to me because as a matured person who is going into business, you should know how to sell. But I won't say everybody should know. We are not at the same level of understanding business wise. Many people have worked all their life as employees and they are not marketers. They are not, maybe where they are working, they don't have access to being from maybe in the marketing department. So they don't know how to market. And that is what I am going to explain to you in today's video. How to sell your chicken profitably. So if you're new to this channel, subscribe to the channel, like this video and watch to the end. And also, I have a free book that I'm going to attach in the comment section, the video description, so you can download it and study. Now, that book is written majorly for everyone that want to invest into agriculture in Nigeria. So let's assume you have invested in agriculture already. That book is going to help you. An agribusiness guide for beginner farmers is very, very solid. So go ahead and download it. It's a free guide that I'm giving you. You're not paying anything for it. Not $1, not ₦1. Free. Download it and read. So you will understand how to approach agriculture. Now, without wasting time, how can I sell my best? There are a few steps I've recorded here. 3 ways you should approach this business. Because the truth of the matter is that it's not about you stocking best. It's about you selling. And not just selling, selling at profit. And the first thing is this. Before you even stock, you need to understand your selling or your buying market. Take for example now, when I started my poultry farming, I was doing it small scale. So my market were majorly people within our church. Because then I was staying with my uncle, who is a pastor. So in the church premises was where I did my small backyard chicken farm. So once the chicken are big, I will not have to go and look for buyers. As people come to church, they are seeing, oh, you have chicken, yes, they buy. Do you get? So selling those ones, I didn't have to calculate where can I sell. And I was selling to final consumers. So the profit per bird I was making was high. This was less than 300 chicken. But when I now move from there in 2019 to building my own farm where I was stocking up to 2,000, 3,000, I needed to have a market that is beyond someone passing, seeing my chicken and buying. Do you get? So what I did was that this is what I wanted to do. The method I used that selling my chicken was easy for me and I was always making profit. I'd never for once stock my chicken and sold at a loss. Apart from maybe they died. Not because I was struggling to sell at profit. I always sell at profit. I've never, in my more than 10 years of keeping chicken, I've never sold at loss. No, it has not happened. And it will never happen because I always understand the mass. So this was the approach I used. The first thing is you need to hire independent marketers or independent promoters. So let me explain this. So when I moved from the backyard farming to starting my own farm that was stocking 1,000, 3,000 chicken, what I did was that I had people who were helping me to sell. They were not my staff. They were commission-based sellers. In fact, I have one woman, she has a very big school now, but then she was just a sit-at-home mom. The husband was a doctor, they were doing okay, and this woman would just be at home. So one day, she reached out to me on Facebook. I said, oh, billionaire farmer, can I be helping you to sell your chicken in my estate? Why I make commission? I don't have any job I'm doing. I said, why not? Me that I'm looking for people that will sell. So immediately, this woman started posting. She made a small banner and put it on her gate. Buy frozen chicken here. That was what she did. And then she started posting it on her WhatsApp status. So all the women in her estate that will be passing, they will see, oh, someone is selling chicken here. They will knock. And when they knock, she will tell them, oh, they are finished, but let me just call from the store. They will bring it here. She will now quickly pick her phone and call me. Bring that for my half. Arrange 10 chicken, so and bring it for me. Sharp, my boys will do it. So she is an independent marketer, and I will give her, sometimes she will make 200, 300 per bed. She told me, this is the price I sold to them. I tell her, okay, this is my own price. Anything you add, no wahala. And we are making good money from that business. So you too, coming into this business, you need to have people like that. They don't have to be your staff that you're paying them. They don't have to be staying in your farm. No. Your job is to give them updates. The chicken is ready now. They will start marketing. And as they start doing the marketing, they are picking from your farm. Then I had a delivery bike. So my staff will just slaughter it and move to this woman's place, and she will make her profit. She make her own profit. So that is another approach that I use. I don't know about other people, but this was one of the approach I used that brought me money. The second way you can use to sell your chicken fast and at profit, become a processor. See, in agriculture, processing is where the money is. Value addition is where the money is. So you need to be processing your live chicken. You slaughter them and you dress them properly and resell. If you do this, you will not be begging people to come and buy. No. We have a lot of meat shops, restaurants, hotels that you can reach out to. Don't assume that we have 50 hotels in my place. So if each hotel is buying 10, it means no. That one is for people who don't have sense. You have sense. So you have to approach those hotels. Okay, maybe a very simple proposal. You do this before your chickens are ready. Do this before you even stock your chicken. Introduce your company, what you do, and mind you, this video is not people who are doing less than 100 chicken. Those 100, 200, you can easily sell them to your neighbor and your family members. I'm talking of commercial scale people who are doing 1,000 and above, 500, at least say 500 broilers and above. So if you're doing 200, 300, if you're not lazy, you can always sell those ones yourself. It's not that difficult. But for people who are doing commercial scale, how can you sell it easily is what I'm teaching you today. Write proposals, submit to all those restaurants, submit to all those hotels that you have chicken and you can supply to them. This is your price per kg. Now, when you're becoming a processor, you have issues if you're depending on only your stock. When you become a processor, then you will need to invest money in taking from other farmers, because many of these restaurants you reach out to, they want to know your capacity per week, per month. So you don't have to wait. You stock chicken day one, then you wait until there are 8 weeks. You sell everything. Then you start another set week one. No, those hotels and restaurants and supermarket, they need consistent suppliers. You can't tell me farms like Obasanjo farm, they produce their chicken and beg for buyers. They already have off-takers, plenty off-takers. All they need to do is just do it, froze it, and take it to them. And when you're investing into processing, you also need to have a small cold room. And a cold room is very cheap. You can just contact some of the local guys. They will construct one for you. I remember when I was doing processing of pigs, I did my construction. I think we spent 350K for the cold room. And if they lock you as human being inside for 30 minutes, you are dead. You block. It was that powerful. So sometimes we just on it in an hour. Everything there will be frozen. People that construct ice block machine, if you know them, they can do this thing for you. And guess what? You get a solar system that can power it, so that if you froze your chicken, you will not be begging for people to come and offtake. You already have a standard way that you can preserve the chicken in your freezer for at least 3 weeks. Then you start doing your distribution. Other farmers are coming with it, you're buying. So this is another way to sell your chicken fast and profitable. Become a processor. And like I said, if you're becoming a processor, it means you will be buying from other farmers for you to meet up the market demand. Second step. Now, the third step is that you need to build relationship with middlemen. Many people, especially beginners, they feel that middlemen are cheating them. Middlemen are making all the money. So I'm advising you now. That sense is not correct. There is no industry, there is no sector that does not have middlemen. Every business, we have platforms that are middlemen platform. Amazon, for example. Amazon is 100% middleman platform. How about Jinjin for some of us in Nigeria and Ghana? Jinjin Nigeria is a middleman platform, and they are making their own profit. All they need to do is to list your product on their platform, because buyers trust their platform. When they search your product there, they buy. So the only thing you need to do when working with middlemen is that you have to understand what they can pay. This was my approach. I had like 3 women in Wuruku market that were buying chicken from me. So what I normally do is that when I stock my bears, I speak with them, because I know they don't like buying big chicken. They want to buy small chicken so that they can easily sell and make their profit. So once it's week 4, I will call them to come and pack. And when they call, sometimes I'm making 500 per chicken. Yes, at week 4, they will come and select the ones that they can pay, that are big for them, and leave the small size. I'll feed the small size for like 6 to 7 weeks. Then I will sell those ones. Some people can come to the farm. Billionaire farmer, I need 10, and I need 20. Okay, I need 5. I need 1. We can sell to them. We have already made our capital back by selling to those middlemen. So this one that we're doing now is profit. That is the best approach. That was the approach for me. I don't know about other people, but this was my approach, and it made me good money. So if you're watching me and you're saying, oh, how can I sell my chicken? These are the approach. Build relationship with middlemen. You need them. Remember, you have built a relationship with restaurant, supermarket. You need them. And you have independent marketers. Don't depend on one source, except there's a written agreement. Let's say places like Chicken Republic, they are in your area. Go and meet them. They will give you hearing here. Tell them your capacity. I have 5,000 bears, or I can supply 5,000. They will tell you the procedures to follow and be able to supply to them. But the first thing is, if you don't have capacity, they will not listen to you. I've approached them before, and what they told me, the market was open, but it was capacity. I didn't have the capacity as at that time. So when you're looking at going into this business on a commercial scale, selling is not a problem. When you have a written agreement or you approach a lot of people before stocking, we cannot do chicken business without middlemen. You need them. They will help you. They will buy off. See, those middlemen, when they call, they can buy 300 at once, 500 at once. Sometimes they will call all their other women. They will come pack everything. My own is that I'm making small profit, 500. Then, I'm not talking of now. This was 2019, 2020, when my farm was functional. So I'm not speaking about now. Now, my wife just bought 2 chicken for 30,000 naira, 15,000. So even at that, we are celebrating that it's cheap. Meanwhile, in some places, you won't even see chicken of 15,000 naira of that size. So you can see that things have changed. Do you get? So, but make sure you understand your market. If you follow this pattern, you will not be begging for people to come and buy. The last approach that I used in my business was that I had a solid social media presence. I was running ads on social media. I would target people outside of Benue, because I'm a Benue guy and I know a lot of local government that don't produce chicken in large quantity. And me, I was doing large volume. So I would run ad, target people in Boko, target people in Alede. They will see the ad and come to my farm and buy chicken. And many times when they come, because they are coming from far, they will not come and buy 2. They are packing everything 1,500 at once. So I had that social media presence. Some people can reach out to me, Broiler farmer, my birthday is next week. I need 10 chicken. They will pay. So selling was never my problem. So people tell me, if I stock my chicken, how will I sell? I'm like, what are you saying? Day one that you stock them, start documenting that day one public. Post it on social media. I bought 5 chicken today. This is my first set. They are 3 weeks today. There are 4 weeks today. This is their weight. This is how much you are selling. Do that on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We are living in 2026. Don't have a farm that does not have a website or does not have a social media page. No. That was in 1990. Now in 2020, you must be on social media. Watch people like Boa Cement. Watch people like their Dangote group of companies. They are posting on Facebook every day nowadays. It was not so in 2010. In fact, they were not active in 2020. But how far in 2026? They know social media presence will help them to market their product, communicate with their consumers easily. You should also do that. So if you follow this pattern, you will not struggle with selling your chicken. As simple as ABC. If you follow this pattern, you will not struggle with selling your chicken. I believe you have gotten value. Share the video, subscribe to this channel, and stay connected. My name is Dennison. You can call me Billionaire Farmer. And also, check the video description. Get the business plan on broiler production. And also, don't forget to get my free book on vaccination and feeding program for poultry farmers. It will also help you. Thank you for watching this video. Stay connected and remain blessed.